away we go. There we are. The button is pushed. I can see that it says down there, you're in the recording now. So the recording of episode 42, Ladies Wot Pod Series 2. How exciting. Not 42, 43.
No, see, my script's gone flying. It's 43, isn't it?
43. It is 43. I can't count.
Give me one moment.
It's the hot weather. It's sapped my brain. I do apologise. And the brain belonging to me has been sapped. And my name is... I have no idea. I've got a dog staying with me. I've had children coming over to play. It's very hot. I am Lis Saunders, and I'm chairman of the Saint Supporters Club. I'm also chasing up trophies that need to be returned. I'm making an outfit for the end of season dinner. Honestly, it's all go here. You'll not believe. Saunders Towers is it's like a cottage industry. So yes, I'm Supporters Club chairman. I'm seamstress to the gentry at the moment, and Taylor's Kitchen best. Are you falling over backwards? And Taylor's Kitchen best eater. That's it, really. Nodded off. I'm all over the shop today.
You are the show.
Yeah, you are much more in control.
I won't go that far.
No.
Yes. So I am Claire Jones. I am the club photographer for Bedford Blues and Northampton Saints and Loughborough Lightning. And I live on the edge of the fens where it is roasting and the poor farmers are not happy. We've had like 11 millimetres of rain this year.
Oh, that's crazy, isn't it?
It's crazy. Yeah, it's really awful. So the farmers are having a real rough time. Yes, and I usually come with a red hat and the camera stuck to my face, which has been quite busy the last few days.
It has been busy. So we're going to start this one because obviously Saints didn't play at the weekend, but we're going to start with contract news from last week. Starting with the ladies.
Oh, you're starting with the ladies. Oh, all right. Okay, here we go. Lightning news. Here we go.
Lightning news. Just
here we go. Lightning news and... Oh, no.
That's not lightning.
There we go.
God. So it's such the usual chaos. So we have, Amelia Williams, who is the Bucks player of the season or something, is she?
Bucks Super Rugby player of the season for the women's. Yes.
Yeah.
Because she was
the women.
Victorious in the Lightning won the Bucks Super Rugby, whatever competition.
Yes.
Yeah.
So she signed a new Lightning contract, which is really good. Promising young prop there. But we have to say goodbye as well, don't we, to Nelly, who's... do we know it's been confirmed where she's going? And we have our suspicions.
Not yet. No, we don't know where. I mean, there's lots of rumours, but no, we don't know where she's going. But we will miss Nelly, friend of the pod.
Yeah, lovely young lady. So we wish her well wherever she's going. And if she's ever playing against us, we don't wish her so much well. But there we go.
That's what happens. And she celebrated a birthday, I think, either yesterday or today.
She did. Yeah, I think it was yesterday. So, and we'll see her on Sunday. So that's the lightning. I will lightning news, and then we have Saints news, don't we? Well, there we go. 4 senior academy prospects there: a brace of Aidens, a Freddie, and a Charlie, and all very.
They've all got amazing backstories. So
yes, they have. They have.
And talking of Bucks Super Rugby, Aiden Ainsworth-Cave, of course, won the men's league with Bath University.
Yes. Okay. Yeah. So
we'll forgive him.
Yeah, excellent. Excellent signings there. So that's the signings. And in other news this week, we had news of the Rugby Awards for this season, where Saints seem to be up for a load. So with 2 up for the Breakthrough Player, which is our Archie and Edo.
Mm-hmm.
Breakthrough Player. Fremo is up for Player of the Season, and why not? He's just been spectacular for everybody he plays for. Douse as Director of Rugby of the Season, and the one that I'm really pleased for is Tom James for Community Player of the Season, with all the work he does in the prison. So well played. I'm really pleased that Tom has had that acknowledged. It's
he does amazing work. Yeah.
So yeah.
And then we've got some lightning players as well.
And some lightning ones as well. And this is all going to be announced at a dinner that you can watch live, I believe, on June the 10th. Yeah. So we've got Carmela and you have a go. Hayana?
I think it's Heini Arla Latui.
Heini Arla Latui. We are so sorry. We must grab her and find out what she likes to be called.
And she can
get
beat
our
us
heads
into
around
a
it,
because it's very bad.
Because it's very rude of us.
Very,
very rude of us. And such a lovely young lady. She's gorgeous.
And her family are an absolute delight. I met them all
Yeah.
at the university at the beginning of the season when she was an unknown. Now look what's happened.
So they're breakthrough players of the season. They're up for that. And Sadia who's an MBE. She got her gong last week, and she's up for player of the season. So well done. Well done, all of you. All of you. You're all winners in our eyes.
Absolutely.
Oh, dear me, that sounds
makes
you sound like a primary school teacher. But yeah. So that was the Rugby Awards, doing it. And so you can get yourself a takeaway dinner and watch it live on Wednesday, June the 10th.
Unless you're one of the lucky few and have been invited, of course.
Oh yeah. It's not us, is it? We've not been invited.
No.
Strangely,
they just don't. They don't consider our reach when they're not inviting us. But there you
go. Our reach of about 3 inches. What? It's good.
Look, come on, pick up the part.
Oh, sorry. Big us up. Anyway, and the other news last week, Borthwick's England selection, which on the one hand was really good because there were 9 Saintsmen in there.
There we go.
There they go. And you feel that, but for injury, there would have been 2 more, as in Curtis and Trev.
No, 3 more.
3 more.
Tom Lockett.
3 more. Oh, yes, Tommy Lockett, of course. Bless him.
Not to be greedy, but it would have been.
Yes, would have been. And we feel there should have been 2 more in there as well from the backs, as in Mr. Scintillating Litchfield and the Bendy Hendy.
Yeah.
But what do we know? We're very biased. No,
we just recognise.
I'm sure
we see it.
Their time will come, I'm sure. And what we don't understand, and what most of England seem not to understand, is the inclusion of the mulleted one.
Bernhard Jancy van Rensburg. And the reason that we don't understand why people, the RFU and Mr. Borthwick are going to such lengths is that his form has fallen off a cliff. It's not because we're particularly anti him as a person or a player. He qualifies on residency. It's just that there are, dare we say, centres who are playing better rugby.
Yeah. But is it one of the cases where they've lobbied to get him included, even though he'd had 20 minutes that they feel they now have to call him up because they made such a song and dance about it, and hopefully that's all it is. And Borthwick will go, no, you're useless at the moment, mate. Go back and try harder.
But the one, knows? I mean, apart from our lads, the one that mystifies is how can you go from winning a Man of the Match award in a Test match to not featuring at all in the Six Nations, and now it just does not make sense. Max Ajomo, and he's he's a sparkling player. He really is.
Yes, he is.
So it just does not make sense. The man management there is just appalling.
Oh, as ever. I mean, you can really see another Sam Burgess and Luther situation arriving, and
we're just
it's
so
not
good
fair.
at it in the RFU, aren't we?
Yeah. It's ridiculous. Anyway, we'll see what transpires, but it wouldn't be in our England squad. Anyway, enough of that. We hope that they've all returned safely. We've not heard anything contrary, but we don't know. But we hope they've all returned safely. And
as much from the cricket.
I was going to say they've been out enjoying themselves quite a lot as well, and I hope they've all returned safely from that. Some of them were more worse for wear than others, I believe. But there we go. We'll draw a veil over that. Anyway, moving on to the big news of this week. The really big news happened on Friday night, didn't it, Mrs. J? On an absolutely gloriously hot evening where all of us had still taken a fleecy with us just in case it got cold.
We were all being terribly British, weren't we? We'd all...
and it was so hot.
I even got my IT department to bring, when he came back from the car, to bring mine back because I thought, it's going to go a bit chilly at the end of the night.
It could, when the sun drops. Well, as Hannah said, my daughter said, she's looking at the weather forecast for last night, and the lowest it was going to get was 16 degrees, which is 4 degrees higher than it was during the day last week. So is it any wonder that everybody's going down with colds and goodness knows what, because it's just all over the shop. Anyway, so it was a beautifully hot evening in Bedford, Goldington Road. 3,900 people were there to watch Bedford take on Coventry in the semi-finals of the playoffs. And it was a bit nip and tuck in the first half, wasn't it? Cov really brought it to Bedford, and Bedford looked a bit
we did have a lovely try. So there's going to be a lot of visiting that place. There you go. The lovely Ryan Hutler scored an absolute peach of an interception try in the that's just in my phrase at the minute, in the first half. He absolutely flew out, and
he did.
I understand he was celebrating with his family. He ran straight towards his family, which is lovely. Enjoy these photos, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, because look, here you go. There's a hint of the problem I had there.
Yes. So let's get this. Let's put this one to bed now. So at Bedford, they've hit on the idea of having flags, children waving flags when a try is scored. Now, wasn't his fault. He was just doing his job. But in the second half, it was lucky that one of the young boys was not wearing the flag in a way not normally associated with flag, because they were getting overexcited and waving the flags as the tries were being scored, which meant the photographers stood no chance of getting any photographs. And even some supporters who may be of a restricted height were struggling to see what was going on. So we have had words with Sherpa too and said...
It's actually the Champ and Clubber TV who've brought in this idea.
Yeah.
They do it at places like Arsenal and... Saracens do it. Newcastle Red Bulls do it as well. But
Newcastle Red Bulls have them running backwards and forwards, don't they?
And they go between the photographers. They don't go in front of the photographers.
Yeah.
So and the depth of the field, that being as it is, means they don't get in the way. There's a bit of fluttering occasionally. Unfortunately, the restrictions at Goldington Road mean it's a bit. But I mean, hey ho!
That's the flags out
the way. It was nip and tuck in the first half.
It was nip and tuck in the first half.
It was a compelling watch, and there. So Ryan Hutler's not a name that most Saints fans will have heard of, and this young man was having an absolute ball as well. This is Lucas Titherington. They've all got fabulous names. I feel like players on the surname front are rather undernamed. the wonderful Lucas Titherington, who was causing mayhem in midfield. He and Michael Le Bourgeois, former Wasp, were having an absolute blast in midfield. But it was nip and tuck.
It was. What was the first half score?
10-12. Now, my husband was assisting Sherpa 2, my IT department, with the scoreboard, and he was also being a support Sherpa. Because I think I think Ryan was
a bit stressed first half. Yeah. However, I don't know what they put in the halftime oranges, because Bedford just came out and went, "Oh, sod it, we're just going to run." And
we're just going to run everything, and we're going to run straight at them, and we're going to hit them really hard, and we're going to mess up their midfield, and we're not going to go down the strong arm. No, we're just going to run round you.
And they did. And it was very glorious. There was just try after try after try then.
Yeah, it was try after try after try. Hold on, here we go. So I don't ask us what order the tries came in, because I can't remember. But an old here we go. Well, they were very sensible. They got themselves ahead with a penalty by the fabulous Will Mason.
Yes,
Will was absolutely flying. And then there was a try. Oh, well, there were lots of tries, Claire.
There were a lot of tries.
I'm just going to show a picture of this bloke, because he was on fire.
Which
bloke? This bloke here.
Oh yes, that bloke.
He was rampaging, was young Finn Brown, wasn't he?
He was very rampagey. Very rampagey.
Yeah. And it was great because he was running straight towards me, so I was very happy. And there were some others that we'll recognise. There was young Tuioru, former Saints.
Yes.
Yeah. And and then this young man we'll recognise, captain of Bedford Blues, Alex Day, also former Saints. Running the show. I did like his boots. Boots.
Yeah, the boots are very smart.
Oh, yeah, it was good. And but it was a case of, we are just going to rough you up in midfield, and they couldn't hang on to it. So the first try I've got with the lovely, irrepressible Irishman Joey Conway in the background is Alex scoring, and this is when I first ran into proper trouble with the flags.
Oh, with the flags.
Yeah. See, look, he hasn't even scored the blessed thing, and the flags are having a go. But I did get a nice, once he'd gone past me. Now, the photo that you will see is actually from the, it's been published in the press, it's actually from Emma, one of the, Grimmy, as she's known, one of the women's team who was shooting just along from me. And she was sat between two flags. So she managed to get a lovely photo of Alex, who did the Alan Shearer impression. So, yes, it was fun. But the weather was extraordinary. I mean, we had a beautiful pink sunset. It was lovely. And Goldington Road looked an absolute picture. It was great. Absolutely loved it. But, of course, it didn't stop there, because his nickname is Sonny Bill Wolford. We know him as Alex Wolford. And Sam Maunder was charged down.
Yes, he was.
By the man. And who should be on the... Look at that.
Yeah.
There he is. Archie. Followed by his mates.
Yes.
So Archie scored an absolute peach of a try. Oh, I missed the try there. Absolute peach of a try.
Yeah.
Much to the Blues faithful. And I was very happy he scored in the corner, because the flags.
Yeah. The flags were behind you.
So I could actually get, all the try celebrations. Look, there we go. We're going to celebrate. And I'm still going to celebrate, and then my mate Finn's going to jump on me. There you go.
Yeah.
Well, they weren't finished, were they, Liz?
No, it was almost as if, well, Saints did it against Bristol. We're just going to take a leaf out of their book and carry on.
And as you can see,
and they did.
Now, there were a few former Saints in the Cov squad. Tommy Matthews, of course, Alex Ray is the director of rugby. Ewan Baker's in the squad. Yeah. I'm not sure I saw Ewan come on. I'm not sure he was playing on Friday. So there are.
He wasn't. We saw him at the end. Leaving.
We did see him at the end for a chat. So which is lovely. And he's heading off to pastures new. Meanwhile, in Flaggate, actually, I was suffering here.
Oh, there, yeah. Interesting.
Yes. But no, they still hadn't finished because Michael the Bourgeois put our old mate, that's a terrible photo of Michael, put our old mate Toby Tame through to score.
Yes, Tobes, he'd only just come on, hadn't he?
Yeah, he'd just come on and did the business, bless him. So, yes, so it was 58-24 in the end. And,
24, yeah.
It was a brilliant, brilliant performance.
A consolation try right at the end, didn't they? But they were blown away, absolutely blown away, and fantastic. There we go. There's the Saints boys.
But it was a brilliant evening out with some absolutely brilliant rugby. Yeah,
and chili and chips, and I had chili and
Taylor's
chips.
Kitchen chili and chips, which we reckon we should be on commission now because we know. Thank you to Pat who left a message on one of the message boards. We should be on commission. But yeah, it is very nice. I had some too. Very good. So yeah.
So
what that meant was. Yes, absolutely. We need to do our Ladies Wot Pod Player of the Match.
Player of the match.
Yes, and we have had a long discussion about this. There are three players that we particularly thought stood out. One was Will Maisie, the fly half, who had an absolutely stellar game, scored a great try, controlled the game beautifully.
Yes.
The other is
our Archie.
Archie Benson.
Yeah.
And last but not least,
Mr. Finn Brown. Mr. Flying Finn. Oh.
I've heard that one before. Yes, Finn Brown, who was absolutely everywhere. He was like a man possessed.
He was very sweaty at the end, I have to say. I had a hug.
Yes, I had a hug from a very sweaty former Saint, James Fish. He said, I'm very sweaty, Claire, but I am going to give you a hug. And he came over for a hug, which was very sweet.
Yeah.
So our Ladies Wot Pod Player of the Match is Liz.
It's young Finn Brown. So
the real one, ladies and gentlemen, went to Alex Walford, who was imperious. He was
he was
brilliant. He was brilliant.
Yeah.
We don't give it to the one that get the real one. We give it to our one.
I was going to say head and shoulders above
everybody. Very good. Yes.
So that meant that Bedford were through to the final of the playoffs, and it was just a case then of playing the waiting game to see whether Worcester or Ealing would be their opposition. And if Worcester won, then the final will be at Goldington Road. If Ealing won, then it would be at Trailfinders. And Ealing had presumed they were going to win, because this is what was outside of their
this is the sign outside the Trailfinders Sports Club, the ground, and they were already advertising the fact that the next match for Ealing Trailfinders was going to be the final. Oh dear.
However, Worcester went with other ideas. Worcester were not having that nonsense, and I haven't seen the game because I haven't got Clubber TV, but I was watching the results, the scores, and Worcester were having none of that. They were not going to say die, and it did look as if Trailfinders had snuck a win, had come from behind where they'd been most of the game, and snuck a score to take it, but no, there was a small ex-Saint who had rewritten that script. One Jakey Garside, just no, this is not happening. I want to go and see my mates at Bedford. And he scored the winning try. It was as the clock was in the red.
It was in the red. It was the last play of the game. It was the last play of the game. And Bush kept the ball alive. And in went young Jake to score and win the game.
So it is, the final will be Bedford versus Worcester at Goldington Road next Sunday afternoon. And if you haven't got tickets, it's too late. They've already sold out.
Unless you're a season ticket holder, and you can then claim your tickets until midnight.
But you haven't got long to do that.
That's midnight on Monday night, but you haven't got long left. Otherwise,
so it's too late.
Don't be sending messages to Sherpa 2 saying, "Have you got any tickets?"
No, because he hasn't.
Yes, he's not running any coaches either.
Yes. On the plus side, this gives our two new signings, Lefty and Josh Taylor, mean they have a bit more of a rest pre-season.
Bit more of a rest, yeah. They can have a bit more of a rest, yes. No, we should congratulate Ealing in one sense because they did go 26 games unbeaten, which is remarkable.
Yeah.
But the format of the competition has playoffs at the end of it.
Yes.
And,
yes,
so they were just
we
one match.
Also want to give a shout out to a wag in the crowd who mainly was talking absolute bilge most of the time.
We learned a lot about his wedding, didn't we?
And everything else. Oh dear Lord. Anyway, but he did come out with a comment to Coventry. Have you considered going part-time, as they were lining up for, yet another restart?
Because Bedford, going back to what we were talking about earlier, Bedford are actually the only, they were on Friday, of the 4 teams, they were the only part-time team left.
Yeah.
And I think it's, the partnership between Saints and Bedford is brilliant. And it works for both clubs. It's excellent. It means that our guys get game time. It does actually cost Bedford money. They do actually pay for the players we send them. They're not free, but it means that our guys get game time. Their squad is, I think, the smallest in the champ. Dave on the sofa in Coventry was a bit exercised by the fact that
he was getting a bit overexcited.
I didn't realise we were playing Saints. No, love. Yeah. No, you're not. No, and. Yes,
and all the Bedfordshire teams do it. Amptill do it with Saracens. Well, that's slightly different kettle.
That's slightly different.
Saracens,
I think,
parachute their players in. Yeah,
Douse absolutely.
Ours is a partnership.
Ours is a partnership. If the players have to earn the right, they can't just swan in. They have to. They have to train with Bedford, and if Mikey Ray thinks they're up to snuff, he'll pick them. Otherwise, he won't.
Yeah.
It's as simple as that. So he's running the squad as a proper squad, and but the partnership is going from strength to strength. And the lads that were there on Friday played. They gave absolutely everything. They really did.
Yeah.
And it was brilliant to see. But So
I think we need to mention the shirt that Bedford wore, and are planning to wear on Sunday as well.
Yeah, so I'll show that.
I've got shirt. I've got shirt written down here. That's why I remember.
It's a very important shirt, and it's very important to the story of Bedford. So
the history of Bedford.
It's not one that many Saints supporters will know about. So at the beginning of the 21st century, Bedford nearly disappeared as a club. They were hours away from folding. After the previous benefactor had literally walked away and left them with huge debts. And a consortium from the town, local businessmen, led by Jeff Irvin, I think. Sherpa 2 will tell me off if I got this story wrong. But they put together a means of rescuing the club. But they did it on the basis, and they were very open about it, and they've continued to be very open about it, that they will only ever run the club at a profit or break even. They will never, ever go into debt again. So this is commercially one of the, in fact, the best club. Sorry, Stealth CEO, but they run they run their budgets. When it comes to money, they run their budgets incredibly tight. And that shirt was in memory of them nearly losing their club. They weren't wearing it because of that, but that's what it means. They were wearing it because Coventry insisted on wearing their black kit, because they were doing their strapline was the men in black, which meant that the RFU asked Bedford to change their shirt. But it turned out that it was actually lovely that they get to their first semi-final in decades. It's a final in decades wearing that shirt, which has so much meaning. So it's a lovely story, and actually they kept the whole story on an amazing board, which is in one of the offices, which has got clippings of how this club nearly went under. It tells it in sort of newspaper clippings, how it nearly went under and how it was rescued. It's a great story, and one that Bedford the town and Bedford the club, Bedford Blues the club, should be rightly proud of. And of course, the longest serving director of rugby in the champ, Mikey Raya, gets them to a final.
Yeah. Well done. Well done, everybody. So deserved. Such a lovely, welcoming club, I have to say. It's really good. Really good.
So it was lovely to see. It was lovely to see lots of folks there on Friday. There were one or two that some of us will know very well. I think that we ought to, I
think we ought to mention somebody being a media tart.
Yeah, absolutely.
Not us
and
for once.
And feeding his face at the same time. Yeah. Well done, Rob Hendy. Yeah, he's just got his Chicken George supplies in when this was caught on the Match Day Moments video from Goldington Road.
So lovely to see the Hendys and the Litchfields there, and it was good.
And we already know that there are going to be several players. And Julia, yes, our dear friend Julia, who will also be there on Sunday, as will Mrs. C, but more of that shortly. And we also know that there'll be several of the players' families at the final on Sunday, because they know that Bedford has supported their sons' careers. And all of them who are going are parents of players who will probably be in the match day. Well, we know will be in the match day 23. In fact, I think all of them starting 15. So, not that we know. We don't know the starting 15. We haven't got an inside.
No, we don't know.
But we're just guessing on the basis
we don't know.
The three people, at least, concerned will, are
likely to feature.
Because Bedford has played a big role in their son's development.
Yeah.
So
whilst all that was going on in Bedford, in wherever it was, Bilbao, Montpellier were taking on Ulster.
Former Saint Joanno Augustus.
Yes, who'd played really well in the semi-final, hadn't he? And
I think
Matt
he played.
Carley was reffing.
Yes. Yeah, Grumpy managed to get to Spain. Yeah. We're on the cold drinks.
Did they have a bus going down from
Sharabag of referees?
It's not a bus you'd want to be on, is it? With Matt Carley and Carl Dixon. Oh,
poor Holly. Poor Holly and Christoph.
Anyway, so Montpellier won.
Convincingly.
Yes. And then next day it was Bordeaux against Leinster, which was the final that the EPCR had wanted the year before, really, and all the Leinster fans had wanted the year before, and we'd spoilt it because we're like that. And Leinster, they were up for it because it's rightly, that cup is rightly theirs. They've been in so many finals.
Isn't it the campaign for the 5th star or something?
Something like that,
something
yeah.
like that.
Anyway, it didn't happen. They were just not at the races. They couldn't, if I'm going to take that out, they couldn't even see a horse. I mean, they were just woeful. They were absolutely woeful.
And folks talk about them in the second half. I think Bordeaux had just thought, we're done here.
Yeah,
we're done here. We'll knock a few penalties over, and we'll just enjoy the sunshine and being in Bilbao. Since I think at least 3 of the players come from the region.
Yes, yeah, and I did have to laugh. The bloke they interviewed, the Bordeaux player, who's Samoan, is he, or Tongan, who said, "Yeah, I'd really like to thank the Bordeaux supporters who made the long journey there." And you think, it's not really, is it? It's not really a long journey from Bordeaux to there, compared with Dublin to there, or any other part of Europe. Anyway,
it was 6 hours by car from Montpellier and 3 from Bordeaux. So no. I also enjoyed Leo Cullen's. He realised the moment he said it about it being a home game for Bordeaux.
Yeah.
And it's just like, excuse us, Mr. Cullen. Hello.
Yes, it's not actually, is it? Anyway, so Leinster got battered, and Carl Dixon refed it in the normal Carl Dixon sort of a way, I believe. And poor old Holly and Christoph were just left having to run around. I got very worried though, because I was reading things on social media, and I'm just going to find out what it was that I sent to you. That I think was it. I said I think I ought to be shot because.
So I have to say that the Irish, the Premier Sports, basically led with an Irish commentating team plus Miles. I'm overheating Harrison, and it didn't.
Yes,
it's not great because you don't get any sort of balance at all. It was all about what Leinster have got to do to get back into the game. What Leinster have got to do. It's like, frankly, no. Referee both teams. Commentate on both teams, please, because it was. And then, plus the fact you got Andy Goode.
So, God.
The only saving grace, bless him, was Bayfield, and Baves was well on form. But it wasn't.
So Stephen Jones, this is where of late of the times,
who texted me about this.
Please shoot me. I'm in danger of agreeing with Stephen Jones, because he said Bordeaux have carried this Euro final on their own. Leinster, after their usual endless run of home games, have been boring and dreadful. Yeah. So too their helplessly biased commentators. We knew during the Lions tour that too many of their players have gone well over the top. The next final needs Leinster not to be in it. Whew, which is, strong words, but
yes. I think yes. So they celebrated in the same way that they celebrated last year. It wasn't much different. It was quite nice when we were watching footage of the bus tour around Bordeaux, knowing where they were going, because I'd not been to Bordeaux until we had that. So that was quite nice, knowing, there's the town hall and there's the cathedral, and we know where they are. And there was that cafe that we went in.
And I did like the fact that the Red Roses, when they won the Grand Slam out there, they celebrated at the Dog and Duck, which is where, if you recall, the Saints supporters drank it dry. Yeah.
Oh, well done them.
Yeah. So that was that really.
The big news.
The big exciting news.
Yes.
Europe is it might be going back to being Europe. Again.
So
Europe.
the South African...
all carried on referring to it.
Yes, we've all called it Europe still. So the South Africans are having a meeting, I think it's at the beginning of July, to decide whether they remain in the Investec Champions Cup. Oh, I learnt a little factoid last week. Bath have never played a South African team in the Champions Cup. They've never had to travel to South Africa.
What? How was that?
Well, it's all done on a draw, isn't it?
Well, allegedly. Allegedly.
Yeah.
Was it somebody said about that hot ball that's the Leinster one, so they know which one they're pulling out? Anyway, we will see.
The mystery is how they work out home and away. But anyway, the pools are quite clear.
So we will see. Oh, it's nonsense. If the South Africans pull out, we might go back to the old format where you don't need a master's degree in statistics and a slide rule to work out what's happening. I think that's
yes. Although there has been a lot of chatter about having a straight knockout competition from the start.
Yeah, no.
But I can't see that working because there's not enough revenue for the teams involved.
No, it's far more fun. You've got to look at the fun element, I think. So yes, so that's the big news. Also, whilst we're back on the Leinster, apparently James Lowe may be leaving Leinster, and Ruck, that fount of all knowledge, has him coming to us, which well, it may happen, but only if he's paying us, I feel. Yeah,
just a bit straight. It does kind of go out of our, strange things happen at sea.
Stranger things have happened, and I'm sure Mitch will be really excited to see him again, especially when we remind him what he calls him. So.
Yes. Yes. So we've had a lot of general chat going on this week. We've sort of wandered into general chat, haven't we?
Wandered into general chat now, yes.
Yeah. So yes, we had the James Lowe rumour, which was hilarious.
Yes.
And then we had the fallout of the Bristol result, which was actually more interesting. And I found it fascinating because somebody, I think it was on Rugby Pass, might be John Newcombe actually, had put together the table as if we had played under the points scoring system
in France.
In France, which is to get the try bonus point, you have to have scored 3 more tries than the opposition. To get a losing bonus point, you have to have scored within 5 points, not 7 points. Now, on that basis, we're still top. We are still top. But the fight for 4th place is much, much closer, and Bristol would still be in it, even having blown out against us 10 days ago. They would still be in it. But it was quite interesting, and the idea being that the French system does not reward. If you have a blowout, you don't get rewarded, whereas Bristol got a try bonus point out of the game against us, which seems a bit ridiculous.
So in the French system, that would be null and void because they were were too far out.
We'd have got 5 points because we definitely got more than 3 tries than them. And we won. They'd have got nothing. But I thought it was interesting. And the champ, the rumour is, not that we've heard anything official from the champ, the rumour is that the champ will next season go to that point scoring system. I don't know whether anybody's done anything similar in terms of who finished where in the champ. It'd be quite interesting if they could. But anyway, yes, so that was fun. Dave on the sofa, as we said, got very excited about the number of Saints players who were playing on Friday. They seem to be lost souls who'd wandered into the Saints supporters club
from Coventry.
From Coventry. They got wandering down the A45 and found themselves on the Saints Supporters Club Facebook page. Very strange. So, yeah, they clearly didn't understand. I think the setup of all the champ sides is quite different. There is a limit to the number of players that you can play in a matchday squad. and that's 6. We had 5 starting, well, not starting in the match day 23, and we had 2 travelling substitutes. I do like the fact that even the home team has travelling substitutes. They travel, all the way from the gym and changing room. So Johnny
Wyman,
Wyman,
from their home.
they're true.
Their
Yes,
house,
Johnny Wyman and Ollie Scola. He'll always be Ollie, not Oliver. Scola were the travelling substitutes. Well, 2 of the travelling substitutes. There were others from Bedford on Friday. But Dave, seriously, mate, some person is obviously attached to the league. No, it's got playoffs. They all signed up for it. So it's not a travesty that we've ended up with Worcester coming to Blues on Sunday. It is not.
Yeah.
And then there's much confusion about promotion. So this year we could have had promotion. But we didn't, because none of them applied for it.
Yeah, because I think Worcester quite wisely are going, no, let's consolidate.
It's a great way to consolidate, get into a final. So,
So that's...
Dave isn't always entirely happy. Dave's not entirely happy about Worcester, and I have some sympathy there, given what happened to the likes of London Welsh. There is much confusion.
I think Dave, the hot weather had brought Dave off his sofa. There was quite a few comments.
There were quite a few Daves at Goldington Road on the...
There were. Yeah, so...
Oh, bless. Oh, bless. Congratulations to the teams coming up from National Division 1.
Oh, yes, yeah.
Now, Blackheath beat London Scottish to be promoted. Come on, club.
Come on, club.
I can't remember. I've let myself down badly here. I can't remember who the other one who actually got automatic promotion was. Let me have a quick look. Cambridge were already relegated, so they're going down. But I can't remember who came up. There we go. Tables. Oh, hello. Heath. English National Division 1. There we go. That's Rotherham.
Oh, excellent.
Yes, Rotherham. So Blackheath beat London Scottish in the playoff to come up, and Rotherham. So, and of course, that takes us back a bit. Rotherham, doesn't it?
It does indeed.
It's been a while since we've seen.
I was going to say that'd be a tasty fixture, Rotherham versus Doncaster.
Ooh.
That could be a bit, there could be bloodshed there, I would have thought. Worth going to.
Gosh. Yes. So well done to Rotherham. Don't they play in a sort of blue and claret kit, I seem to recall?
I don't know.
So anyway, I should also say that the fallout from our game is, of course, that Bedford's record score was beaten, as in cumulative score, was beaten by us. So,
it was indeed. And Bedford were quite happy about that because they were on the other end of the score.
No, they were the winners. They were the winners that day.
Oh, they were the winners. I thought
they were the winners. 112-6. I can't remember who they were playing. But whoever
Richmond.
Was it Richmond? Oh, poor old Richmond getting it again.
Yeah, I thought it was the other way
Richmond
round.
survived, didn't they? Oh, this is all right. Yes, so Richmond survived. Richmond played Blackheath for the honour of then going to play... Richmond played London Scottish for the honour of then going to play...
Where
Blackheath.
Are you?
Yes. It's all very complicated at the bottom of the champ. It's not just relegation.
No. So do we know? Have we? No. I don't know who's coming up. Who's coming up? We'll wait and see.
Who's coming up from where? Sorry, I missed that.
Who's coming up to the champ then? Do we know?
Who's coming up to the champ? Rotherham and Blackheath.
Right.
And relegated are London Scottish and Cambridge.
Right. Okay.
It's all very complicated. And it took 2 games to decide. So Cambridge were relegated. They were relegated. There was no playoff for them. But it took 2 games to decide the second team coming up from National Division 1. So, yeah.
Right. Good.
Everyone got that? We'll be testing you later. Yeah.
Well, don't test me because I've no idea what's going on. So the only other thing we wanted to comment on was Red Bulls have let go of 26 players, including a Grayson.
Including Joel, yeah.
Yeah, been let go.
Yeah.
Which is a shame for him, but
it's all churn again.
God, I hope they settle down and it all sorts itself out up there, and they don't sack anybody else by Zoom. That's not nice.
No,
that's how they got rid of Dines.
It's not great.
Zoom meeting.
Yeah, it's not
great.
Classy. Walking Rugby. You've got some Walking Rugby news.
Walking Rugby. It was their league thing on Sunday again, and there were teams. Leamington, old Leamingtonians, and various other teams were there playing, and it was very hot. And the Saints Walking Rugby team had to play every game and were very tired by the end of it.
Wow!
And they've got a final one on say June the 14th, I think, the Sunday. So yeah, but it's thoroughly enjoyable. Right, so that's Walking Rugby. So we're up to what's coming up this weekend.
Yeah, what's coming up this weekend is an incredibly exciting weekend, and it's one of those bittersweet weekends where we're all going to get totes emotion. So the first, we should say there's lots of training this week.
There is, yes. We're off to look
which is
training.
Now in the stadium. So I think pitch 2 is undergoing. Mr. Miller. Sorry, I've moved my pen that way. I've got the fan on because it's quite warm here. Mr. Miller's doing his wonders with pitch 2. So training is in the stadium. So we've got training in the stadium for Saints, and I'm also going to Goldington Road to do training photography with the Bedford Blues guys, and so that's excellent. Later in the week, and that's the evening, which I'll be quite grateful for because it's going to be quite hot.
It'd be a bit cooler, wouldn't it?
So and we've also got some very exciting news about what we've got.
We do have.
We've got a pod special. A pod special, ladies and gentlemen. There will be a second pod this week because we have a very special guest who we want to talk to this week because it's the Champ Final.
It's the Champ.
Yes. And it's our old friend Sean Haynes, who now works for Champ Rugby, and was there on Friday night and said, "Can we come on the pod?" And I thought, well, yes,
why not?
Absolutely,
why not?
So we're going to be talking to Sean Field for a second pod, extra pod. So we're very excited about that. And then on Saturday, the run-in to the Gallagher Prem continues. So no asking about buses and tickets, all right?
No, don't
be doing that.
Tickets.
Don't be doing that. Right. So we've secured our place for a semi-final, but we don't know
where it is or
who it is. Yeah. So we've got to go gangbusters against a revived Gloucester side.
Yeah.
They're looking very perky. So it's going to be and they'll want to get one over on us after what happened right at the start of the season when we stole it at the death. So this is going to be one hell of a game, everybody. Really looking forward to it. Always love it. And I'm hoping that we can play. They can play in their home shirts and we can play in our. I don't think they can. I always like it when we play in our home shirt and they play in their home shirt. Because for a while we used to do that, but I don't think we do now. So I don't know what their away shirt is, but oh God, I do. It's the same as Worcester's. Purple. It's lilac.
Oh well.
Anyway, so Gloucester are coming to the Gardens, and then afterwards, you're going to be a bit busy, aren't you, Liz? And I'm going to be a bit busy.
I've got to present the trophy to the Saint Supporters Club Player of the Season. That's if I've got a trophy, if it's come back. Freemo. I'll have something to present to whoever it is anyway. So I'll be standing on a box because even if it's one of the smaller ones, they're still huge compared with me. So we will see. That'll be my job. And then we say the goodbyes, and Graham tries to make grown men cry.
We have had a chat about who we think is going to go, but we're going to keep that.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, we'll see.
There are a lot of goodbyes, and it'll be very sad to see them go.
Yes.
It's always a bittersweet time.
It is always bittersweet, and those who are leaving, we wish them well, and whatever, all that stuff.
Yeah.
And we look forward to seeing them again.
Yeah.
Somewhere. Yeah. Someplace. So that's Saturday. Then Sunday we've had to split ourselves, haven't we? We are not going to be in the same place. No. The Ladies Wot Pod have had to split because I'm going to be at Lightning because I've got to present the Player of the Season award sponsored by Saint Supporters Club to whoever their Player of the Season is. After the Saracens game, they're playing Saracens at the Gardens. Get yourselves down there. It's 12 o'clock kickoff. Should be a lot of. They've got loads of things going on beforehand.
It's massive list, yeah.
Yeah, really lots of stuff. So if you haven't got tickets, it's not expensive and it's great fun. Great fun, especially for the kids. And then presentations afterwards, and they'll be saying goodbye to whoever's going. And then the pièce de résistance, I feel. Goldington Road, the final.
The final at Goldington Road. It is, as we said earlier, it's already a sellout, except for those who haven't bought their tickets if they're season ticket holders. And we know lots of people are going. Mrs. C is going. Mrs. C will be there, yes. A rare visit. Mrs. C will be at the Gardens on Saturday, and she's going to the final on Sunday. She's secured her ticket.
Excellent.
So she'll be barracking me, probably along with Julia, as I'm sat pitchside. I'm really looking forward to it. It should be an absolute cracking game. And I think Dr. Jones will be doing his support Sherpa role, I believe.
I think he's gonna have to take some extra
Valium.
Valium.
He's in training for this one. I think he's, this is going to be peak Sherpa requirement. For Ryan. So Ryan Robinson is living the dream because he's got to a final with his club, and it's brilliant. But he is, he's a busy boy. He's doing a lot, as everybody at Bedford Blues, because it's not often that you host a final. Well done to everybody concerned, and it should be a cracking game. They're two teams that
should be brilliant.
And I would say that what happened earlier in the season is it's not going to. For those of you who don't follow Champ Rugby, Bedford beat Worcester twice. So,
yes,
which was not expected.
But it's knockout.
It's knockout rugby. And Ealing learned anything can happen. So
anything can happen. Yeah. So there we are. So I think that is the end of episode 43, series 2, Ladies Wot Pod. Thank you all very much, and look out for the extra pod this week.
The extra pod. Special. This might be a slightly shorter one, but you've got a bonus episode coming.
Yes. Bye, everybody.
Bye.